Hi, this is Lawrence Sanek with Castle Dream Real Estate, the company that helps sellers and buyers capture the dream in the greater Tampa area. Castle Dream Real Estate is bringing you the Home Seller, Home Buyer podcast with Home Seller episode 13, the top reasons to fire your home seller client. Top reasons to fire your home seller client. Selling homes is a business transaction and must be treated accordingly. Selling a house is a very difficult job. The seller wants to sell their home as quickly as possible and as close to its full value based on an appraisal. You must also be aware of the state and federal laws and how they can affect your sale. Selling a home involves a lot of time, effort, and patience, as well as specialized skills and knowledge. That is why the majority of sellers turn to a real estate agent for help. Remember, there are well over 60 items that can make a deal go south and not become a completed transaction if not properly addressed. Some items will make the deal go south and not become a completed transaction no matter what, because of particular situations that are out of the control of the buyer, seller, or others. When you sell your home, the real estate agent will work for the seller. The seller, as a client, signs a contract with the agent called a listing contract. The agent then works for the seller and receives an agreed-upon commission when the house is sold. Sellers should remember that in some states, a full-price offer that is refused by the seller constitutes a sale, and the agreed-upon commission is due the real estate agent if you refuse to accept the full-price offer for any reason. So make sure you understand your listing agreement and the legal ramifications. If you don't know what they are, hire a real estate attorney so that he can explain them to you. In a seller-client relationship, the agent guides you throughout the real estate transaction, providing information on such issues as pricing your home, which purchase offers are fair, and how to structure a purchase contract so the deal is acceptable to both the buyer and seller and can become a completed transaction. It is the business of the real estate agent to help you sell your home with minimum delay and to help you realize every dollar it is worth. Okay, so what are those reasons that a real estate listing agent would fire their home seller client? 1. The seller wants to test the market and has been doing so for 6 months with no offers. Maybe the price isn't right and it's too high. 2. The seller forgets to mention that his or her property will be sold in foreclosure within 7 days after you take the listing. 3. The sellers conveniently forget that they have state and federal tax liens plus 2 other mortgages on the house than what they told you about when you listed it. 4. In order to net some money from the sale, your short sale seller asks you to kick back part of the commission and not tell the bank. 5. The seller refuses to put any restraints on their very protective dog that is especially aggressive towards children during showings. 6. After 12 months, your seller turns down a great offer and tells you, "I know we can do better." 7. The seller won't do anything about the tenant who refuses to let anyone in to show the property. 8. The seller is unwilling to disclose a recent inspection report showing that there is a serious problem with the home. 9. The seller has done work to the house without the necessary permits and tells you, "What difference does that make? I don't have to disclose that." 10. The seller repeatedly stands you up for appointments without contacting you or apologizing. 11. The seller lies about the real reason they're moving. You know those neighbors next door who party from midnight to 5 almost every night? 12. The seller fails to tell you that his wonderful view will be completely obstructed soon by the people who are building on the adjoining lot. 13. The seller that does not care about the immense importance of letting people in, even on somewhat of a short notice, and even messing up their weekend plans. 14. Every time the seller gets an offer, they raise the amount that they will accept until you have to increase the listing price to above what the property might appraise for. 15. The seller does not return calls in a timely manner so you can confirm showing times for the home. 16. The seller will not give you all their contact information, landline, mobile cell phone, email if they do texting, or temporary ways to contact them if they're not in the area. 17. The seller demands that they are present for all showings and open houses. Great way to kill the deals. Remember, selling homes is a business transaction and must be treated accordingly. You wonder how the sellers would handle the situation if everything was completely reversed and they were not the seller, but the real estate agent. Thank you for listening to Home Seller Episode 13, Top Reasons for Firing Your Home Seller Client. We are grateful for the time you have taken to listen to this podcast. We look forward to your input on what you would like to hear about in future podcasts. You can find the show notes at www.homesellerhomebuyer.com, and you can leave your comments, questions, and suggestions there, or you can email us at info, that's INFO, at homesellerhomebuyer.com. Don't forget to contact Castle Dream Real Estate at info, INFO, at castledreamrealestate.com so you can capture the dream of buying or selling property in the greater Tampa area. Tell your family, friends, and coworkers about Home Seller Homebuyer Podcast. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to listen to the Home Seller Homebuyer Podcast and catch us on the next episode. Thank you for listening and stay informed.